Hey, everybody, and welcome to Psychic Medium Toni Greene. I am said psychic, said medium. Not, not going to push it, said Toni Greene. Pushed it. Couldn't help it. Okay. Hey, everybody. Hope everything is going amazing for you today. So, oh my goodness gracious. We're going to get started with the show. And hopefully it will be everything you had hoped it would be and then some. Oh, okay. So I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. Hey, Rebecca, Sal, Amy, Caroline, Kim, and another Amy. There's two Amy's in the chat today. Just scrolling back. Oh, Anne. Hey, Anne. I want to make sure, I always try to make sure I don't forget anybody. If I do, I apologize. And then, hi, Maris. I'm just going to say your name is Maris 005 because she is 005. Okay, so here we go. Every Monday and Wednesday, I go live at noon Central and bring you a show where I answer your questions about life, love, career, finances, any aspect of your life at all that you want to talk about, or help you connect with loved ones on the other side. If you want to connect with loved ones on the other side, all I need is a name, your loved one's name, and their relationship to you. And then if there are any questions or closure or anything you want from your loved one, I'm happy to do that. And what else? What else? Oh, I have a specific question. It's always easier with a very specific question. And maybe it's not your job to make my job easy, but if you want a very specific good answer, have a specific question. If it just works better that way. Okay. 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 Now, I'm going to go into a few of my notes that I had for Monday's show, and I did not even get to. Oh, I tried to get to it at the end of the show, and then like I had 10 seconds left, and I had to like just end the show so abruptly, and I apologize. Okay, if you'd like to call in and ask a question or connect with a loved one, the call in number is 845-277-9131. That's it. 845-277-9131. You can call in, ask a question, connect with a loved one. If you'd like to chat in the chat, let's chat in the chat. Hey, Mimi, how are you? So at the end of the last show that I did on Monday, there were a few things I talked about. I don't remember where I put everything, but I still have my notes and I'm going to try to go with them. Now, I did talk about somebody who was a so-called influencer on social media making videos about high value people or not high value people. And I just gave my opinion that we are all of the highest value. If you want to go back to Monday's show and listen to that, good idea. I think towards the end of the show, I was talking about in relationships, and somebody did ask me to expand on this. And so I said, absolutely. So in relationships, we sometimes, there's so much to say about relationships, and there are millions of people out there saying it. But just a few things that have been downloaded to me as far as relationships that I can share on the show that will hopefully help somebody. I started talking last week, I think, about being ready, being wife material or husband material, and being ready to be that wife or husband. And again, you can go back to that show and listen to that. And that was on Monday. And one thing I want to say about that, and this hopefully is going to be a light bulb moment for some people. When we are dating, we are ready at different points for relationships. So typically, not everybody, but typically, men are ready for a relationship when they are financially there. Like when they feel financially stable, they're ready for that relationship where they when they are where they want to be. Typically, that's when a man will start a relationship. Typically, not every man and not in every situation. Women start relationships when they feel ready to a family, and that's more emotional. And they're ready to give that love to the husband and take care of the home and da 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 da. So right there we have a thing. So here's the part we don't look at. Are we ready psychologically? Are we ready on every level? Now, right now, there are a ton of people out there that are ready to be in relationships physically. You know, the you know physical part of the relationship. So there's a bunch of humping bunnies out there, right? There's just a bunch of bunnies out there humping, boom, 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 thumping and humping bunnies out there, right? And that's just where they are. That's all they feel like they are ready for, possibly. Now, once you get past that point and you're ready for more, and maybe the other person isn't, they just still want to be a humping thumping bunny. And yeah, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you have to know, and you have to pull away. You can't convince somebody of something they don't want to be. Okay, you just can't convince somebody to be in a place they're not ready for, they don't want, that they may have never want that. That's no bad on you. That's just who they are. That's where they are in their life. And that doesn't have anything to do with you. And I think that's where a lot of in relationships problems come in, because we think if the other person doesn't want us or they're not ready for that relationship, it has everything to do with us. And it really doesn't. It so doesn't. That's just about where they are in their life. Okay. That's just where they are in their life. It has absolutely nothing to do with us 90% of the time. And again, people start relationships, and we have like our emotional, mental, psychological, financial, spiritual, and there's one more: mental, emotional, psychological, and there's one more um level that we are all on, that we each of us has, and we need to be ready on more than one of those levels, more than one of those areas, to start that relationship and be successful in it, and hopefully find somebody there with it. And I'm talking really fast because I'm trying to rush through this so I can get to questions and callers. And so I'm sorry I am talking so fast about that. And then you want to make sure you're ready to be a wife. Are you ready to do that role? Are you ready to be a wife? Do you even know what it means to be a wife in your mind and then in your partner's mind, or a husband? Do you know what it means to be a husband, and what does your partner think being a husband means, and have that conversation? Okay, now we're going to go to callers. If you would like to call in, 845-277-9131 is the call in number if you'd like to call in and ask a question, or connect with a loved one. So everybody, there are not everybody, but a couple of people on YouTube are asking for songs. And the song that is coming to me is um, the very first song that's coming to me is One More Time. And I can't get the beat of it. I really can't get the beat of any song, to be perfectly honest. Um, it's not the song One More Time. It's not that song. But I'll come back to that song. But if you know it, you know it. It's meant for you. Um, the next song that I'm getting is that song. I'll never be your beast of burden. I walk for miles and my feet are hurting. Come on, baby. Give it to me. Am I rough enough, tough enough to be your man? If they're asking me, that's probably a solid no. But I don't think that song is for me. So whoever that's for, answer that question. Okay. Um, the next song is that song. It's a really lovey song. When I look into your eyes. Please don't make me sing more. Oh, that song, and I think we all know what that song is. And you guys, the reason I laugh when I'm singing is because I know it's horrendous. I know it is, but it's the way it comes through me, and it is what it is, okay? It's like watching the Gong Show back in the day, okay? Okay, and the names I'm hearing are, it's three names in a row, but it could be the same person, but I'm gonna say it could be three different people. Maria, Mary, or Mary Anna, Mary something. You know how the good I'm hearing the good Catholic girls had like Mary Beth or Mary Anna or Mary blah blah blah. It's like that. Okay. Uh, that's the name. Okay. Um, and then the next thing I'm hearing is the next name I'm hearing is Bob or Bobby. Um, Bob or Bobby. And the formal name may have been Robert, but Bob or Bobby. Um, and then, and again, Dick, Richard, which we know that if you're American and your name was Richard, they may have called you Dick for some reason. No, it's just a thing they did here. I know. Um, so those are the names I'm hearing so far. And Suzanne or Susanna. Okay, guys, I'm going to ask you to hold off here, and I'm going to start taking callers. Again, if you'd like to call in, the number is 845 277-9131. I'm going to real quick say hello to everybody online again, because so many, oh my goodness, so many people are here. Thank you so much. I'm going back for a second. Mimi, hey Mimi, how are you? Heather's here. Cindy's here. Modi is here. Kavita's here. Frankie's here with us. Sally. Hey, Sally, welcome to the show. So the way it works with the readings for the show, I'm going to say it again really quick. If you call in the number, you can ask a specific question or connect with a loved one on the other side. If you're in the chat, you can ask a question in the chat, a specific question or a connection, and I'll do my best to get that to you. Okay. And the energy sometimes feels like it comes through more in the phone because I can talk a little bit more and interact with your personal energy. But if the way you have to interact is through chat, I completely understand, because some people are in other countries and they can't call into the show, and I get that, and I try to respect both. I try also to go back and forth. I'm going to start with the call. 908. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, hi. Good afternoon. This is Caroline. How are you, Toni?
Caroline, I'm so good. How are you?
I am so wonderful and at peace and, just moving on with life and with the journey.
Yeah.
And this is so amazing. I got the goosebumps. You said the name Mary. Well, how about Marie? You said the name Richard. Mary and Richie or Richard.
Yes.
Mary is no longer with us. She's in heaven. But Richard is very elderly, and he's my landlord.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
My question.
Yes.
This is too amazing. Because I was gonna ask the same question, but I was gonna ask my mom to come through, and then when he said Mary and Richard, I said there's no coincidence. So my question is for Marie. What is going on? Is Richard selling the house because all the kids are here? One of them is from Florida, and some friends, and they're doing stuff in the house. And I feel that he's about to sneak up on me
Okay,
with something.
so I feel like you might be right, love. And I know that you are very fearful of this, what's coming in or what might be coming in. And I understand why. So, what I'm getting is something they're finally realizing there's a couple different steps that are going to take place here. And the first thing is, I think they're finally realizing there might be something with his health. And they're also realizing they
Yeah.
are going to try to take care of things in the house and get it ready and or at least clean it up. And they're trying to
Yes.
assess him and his health now. Okay, so they're trying to assess where he is. They're looking at the house. They're trying to get it cleaned up because I'm just getting a vision that the house has a lot that needs to be done in it, with it, to it. I
Yes.
do feel like you have
Yes.
a little bit of time, but I also feel like you should be looking just to know that there is something else out there. Now, I do feel like, my beautiful, beautiful friend, I do feel like there may be some relocating coming in for you.
Good.
Now, I'm going to tell you this, the relocation may be to a completely different area. Now, if you are open to another
Yes, I am. Yes,
state
I am.
or even
As long
another,
as long as it's safe, as long as it's safe,
yeah,
a safe town, I'm in it.
yeah, of course, of course. I do feel like there is opportunity for you abroad and locally, depending on what you're most comfortable with.
Oh my gosh. I've been thinking about abroad, either
Yeah.
England or France. I don't know why this has come up within the last 3 weeks.
And that opportunity will be there. Now, I'm going to say something to you. There are countries that have certain regions that are becoming very depopulated. I know there are areas in Greece, areas in Italy, even Switzerland, where they
Yes.
are willing to pay you to move there. Like in Greece, there's an area that will give you like a house, land, and so much a month for the first couple, like 3 years. But it's an area where there are only like 50 people and they're trying to repopulate it. So there are other countries that
I
are,
don't
if
do well.
you
I
can,
don't do well in the wilderness.
yeah, if you can work remotely or if you can relocate, they're willing to do this for you in other countries because there are these areas that are um excuse me, not very populated. Now, what I'm going to say to you is if you decide to relocate within the US, you're going to go someplace outside of where you currently are, the state you're currently in. I feel like you will do a whole state relocation, possibly, you have the right to change that, but you may also go abroad. Now, both of the areas that you mentioned are very good areas. Either one will work for you. And I do feel like that if you get to one of those areas, you're going to be very, very satisfied. Your next move is going to be like a liberating move. Everything that you've been like on your back is going to fall off when you go, and you're going to be so happy. You're going to be so happy. And wherever you go next, the cost of living is going to be so minimal. Okay, I hope that helps.
Wow. I have cats. Am I taking my cats? Because I have a lot of cats.
You're going to take some. You're going to take some of them. I know you are going to take some of them. I can't guarantee all of them, but I know you're going to take some of them. Okay, love?
Thank you so much. This was amazing. I didn't expect this in a million years. Thank you so much, Toni. You have a lovely day because I know there's other people waiting, and I appreciate you very much. Have a lovely, lovely day, and thank you.
Absolutely, my pleasure. And you too. And I love you too. And you just, you know what? Start looking around, start looking at all the options, and then figure out which one feels the best to you. Okay, sweetie?
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you too, love. You're bye bye for now. I'm gonna go to the first question on what I think is the first question. And listen, if I miss your question, please don't be upset or offended. The chat is very long, and I'm gonna try to get to the to all of the questions. And if you need to repost your question, please don't feel badly about reposting your question. Okay. I do want to say, I know that Amy May asked for a song today. And Amy May, I'm going to tap specifically into your energy and give you a song. And the song that, okay, and this song is coming from, okay. Okay, there's this song that's coming through, and there's two people, and for some reason the song is not as clear as I'd like it to be. Like, I'm not hearing the words of the song yet, but I think it's because they might have a message. Okay. I'm the one you want. I'm the one you need. Come on, baby, take a chance on me is the song coming through. And I'm sorry. Yes, I know I cannot sing. Please don't come at me with it. Please don't post that publicly. Everybody knows I can't sing. So that song, and I'm off out of tune and offbeat on that also, but I think you know the song, Amy, and I hope that helps you. And then I'm going to go to, hey, Heather, I'm good. Modi, boom, boom. Okay. Heather says Colin's heart rate has been crazy lately. Again, so waiting on cardiologist to see what we are going to do next. Okay, well, we will be praying for him to have a good for everything to be okay. I thought I saw a question on here from Sally. May I receive a reading? Thank you. Oh, nice. Okay. I wanted to connect with my grandma on my mother's side. Sally, what's your grandma? Oh, here it is. Her name is Madalise. Okay. Okay, I see somebody with olive skin or a little bit. She's not white, pale white. She's definitely, she was either tan or olive with a darker hair at one point in her life. And this person that I'm seeing was thinner, at least towards the end of her life, she was thinner. And the message that I'm getting for you is it's actually coming through in a song. The first thing I hear is that song, Take a Chance on Me. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Take a chance on me. I think that's Blondie. I don't know. And then the next thing that she wants to say is take a chance on yourself. Go and, uh, make that move, take that chance, and go for it. Just don't don't put your life on hold for other people or other things. Get the ball and run with it is basically the message that I'm getting for you, Sally, from your grandmother. And I hope that's helpful, and I hope it makes sense to you. Please let me know if that's helpful and it makes sense to you. And that song, take a chance on me. And she's trying to, they're trying to get me the next verse to that. But it's not important because you, I think you know what they're referring to. Okay. Oh, it's ABBA. Man, I love ABBA. Man, you guys, don't you love ABBA? Oh, yes. Uh, uh, Sally says she was Carib Indian. That's why her skin was a little tan. Yes. Okay. Excellent. Yeah. So many good songs from ABBA, you guys. So many good songs from Blondie, too. But yeah, ABBA. Um, Abadanadu Sal says, okay, I'm going to go to the next caller who is 516. 516. What's your name?
Hi, Toni. It's Kavita.
Hey, Kavita. How are you today?
I am good. I'm open actually to any message, love or travel or whatever you get.
Okay, the first thing I hear is get out. I see a boat, like a sailboat. I don't think you can be on a sailboat right now, but I do feel like you're going to be someplace where there is a lot of boats. Oh, I think I know. I've seen this place in a vision before, but not for you, love. It's like an area that has all it's like an area that has all these boats, docked in it, and it's
Well, I'm
very
going to Portugal in May.
okay. Oh, well, that might be it. I feel like while you're there, if you can, they're saying like, I don't know if this term makes sense to you, but it's sail the ocean blue. I don't know if that's literal or figurative, but like if you can get out and get on a boat, get on a boat. Now, I personally wouldn't be on a sailboat. Personally, it just seems like a lot of work.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm like, we're on a boat, put a motor, get a steering wheel. Let's enjoy this. Um any, anyway, that's not everybody feels that way. I respect your feelings. They're just not mine. I do feel like if while you're there, you should spend time at the shore and be on the water, in the water if you can. And I do feel like I need to tell you there is more vacationing coming in. And then I hear again, sail the ocean blue, which doesn't literally mean sail. It just means get out there, go, go, go. Sail the ocean blue, enjoy yourself, enjoy your life, and just live your life. Live it, live it. Don't exist in it. Don't repeat it. Live it. Get out there and go. Okay, love?
Okay, great. Sounds wonderful. Thank you. And, Portugal is surrounded by water. Like my first stop is Lisbon, which is surrounded by water.
Beautiful. Good, good, good. Well, I think you're going to be spending, I don't know. We'll see when you get back. I want to know details about the water boating, sailing part of that. Okay?
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Have an amazing rest of the day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Okay, 702, you are going to be next, but I want to see if there's any other. I want to go up and see if I can get a question here. Fawn wants to know if there's a song for Fawn. Yes. Fawn, the song is the first song that came to my mind is they're funny songs, Fawn. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Giddy up. Giddy up. Okay, let me pull it together. Save a horse, ride a cowboy is the first song for you, Fawn. Oh, and then the second song is Elvira, bada, meow, meow. Fawn, what is going on in your life? We all need to know what is going on in your life, that these are your songs. We all need the story. Give us the story, Fawn. I can't even right now. I can't even. It's too much. It's too. Alrighty. Okay. If you're new here, just laugh with us. This is like, let's laugh, let's have fun, let's answer questions, let's connect to loved ones. And if you're returning, well, you already know the story and you know how it goes. Hey, Frankie, I hope you're having a great day also. Okay, I'm going to go to 702. 702. What's your name? Where are you calling from? 702.
Hello?
Hello. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Oh, hi. I think it's me, Scarlett from Las Vegas.
Hey, Scarlett. How can I help you today?
Hi. My girlfriend told me about you, and I said, okay. I'm spring cleaning, and I thought this would be so fun.
I love that.
My mother, she's been in heaven this week 10 years.
Oh, well, I'm sorry for your loss 10 years ago, and congratulations to her. What's her first name, love?
Her name is Bernarda.
Bernarda. Okay. Okay, so the first thing that I'm getting is that you are having, and okay, so if this isn't going on right now, it could be something that just ended or something that might be coming in. If it's something that might be coming in, she's telling you this so you can minimize it and or you can avoid it or know how to handle it. There's a complication. So if you're not dealing with a complication right now, there might be a complication coming in, and this complication, I hear the word financial. So this financial complication, and it could be very small. Don't panic, don't worry. The most important thing that I hear is that this is going to work out, and you don't have to worry about it because everything is going to fall into place. I do hear that if you have done or you do shift work, to pick up 1 or 2 extra shifts just to keep yourself out of trouble. I don't know what that means for you, but I know you know what that means. And if you have not done shift work in a while, you might want to find some place or do something where you can get a shift or 2 in, just for that. Like well, extra money, but communication also. Okay. I have to ask you, love, are you single right now?
I'm actually recently have a boyfriend now.
Okay, thank
We're
you.
like high school sweethearts.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. But it's very recent. It's very recent.
Very recent. Yeah, very recent.
Okay. Okay, so the reason because okay, so I get the feeling. I don't know if this okay. Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. And you are a full grown adult. You can do whatever you wish. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever, if do you know, are you aware of what the complication is?
Well, right now I'm taking care of my dad. He has dementia, and we're in the process of going to sell the house this summer. So that could be a lot of like the financial worry and things.
Okay, thank you.
With him, I think that's a lot what's going on right now. Like I'm going to have him stay with me instead of with my sisters because I've been taking care of him for the last 7 years.
Okay. Thank you very, 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 very much for sharing that. You're on the right track. You're doing the right thing. The complication is going to come in where
I think I know what the complication is.
Yeah, I think you do
there's
too.
There's a half sister that just recently came into our lives, and maybe that's what the financial problem may be for a little bit, maybe like because she may feel like she's entitled to some money, things like that.
Yeah, I was just gonna go on to that, and I didn't know how to say it, and I wasn't sure. So here's what I'm gonna say that I was trying to
I don't like to say it out loud either, but I know.
So
I don't like to think that way, but people show me their true colors and why they come in your life at, when money's involved. And
exactly. So what I'm going to tell you is this, and I'm not the boss of anybody. I'm not telling you how to handle anything. I'm just giving you the messages from above. Whatever you do, you have free will. You do you and your sisters make your choices. And I do feel like when you make your choices, you and your sisters should sit down and make this choice and then let everybody else involved know. First of all, when and if you sell the property, I feel like that should be I'm hearing that should be a closed contract deal. Whatever that means to you, you do that. I do feel like someone is going to feel very jilted by this. Someone is going to feel very jilted by the results of this. They're going to feel very upset and jilted, like there's never enough for someone. And you're going to know who that is when the time comes. There's never enough. No matter how much is put on the table. And it's funny. This is the most hilarious statement they could ever give me. No matter how much porridge you put in their pot, you could give them all of the porridge and it still would not be enough porridge. So whatever that means for that synopsis. That's funny. And I have long curly hair and people always call me Goldilocks. Perfect. Yes. I love it. I freaking love it. Okay. So no matter how much porridge you put in this person's pot, it's not going to be enough. So don't worry about it. You can't make everybody happy. So don't try to make anybody happy. Just do what's right. I do feel like if and when the property sells, it should be a private deal. I feel like it should go into a very specific account that is not in your, I'm not giving legal advice, but I'm giving you messages from spirit. I feel like you and your sisters should make an account and put the money in that account in all of your names. Okay. The sisters that are the sisters in those names. And then with my dad or just don't have his name. No, just my sister and myself. Yeah. Don't have his name on it. Just the immediate siblings. And there's a reason for that, but especially since he has dementia, and it has to do with the state and what the state will do with a person's money or home or anything if you do whatever. Anyway, so just, private closed contract, and then use that money to care for him. And then whatever's left, when that time comes, you guys can make the choices that you feel are best for you. Don't worry again about what anybody else thinks or says. I love that. Yeah. And don't. I love that. Yeah. And don't, here's what I'm going to say. When the time comes, it's really difficult for me to say this, but because I do know how sensitive everybody can be and how sensitive everybody's feelings can be, but I'm just going to say, I'm just going to use myself as an example. Okay. When my father passed, when I was like 4 years old, my father was pretty much out of my life. And when he passed, even though he was my blood father, nobody will do the test to prove me wrong, unfortunately. I'm joking. When he passed, I had no expectation of anything from anything with him because we were not close and I was not close to him and I did not have a relationship with him. I did not want a relationship with him by that point. So anybody who would step forward in those circumstances and have an entitlement issue, that's their issue. And you give them a tissue and you let them walk on. You just let them walk their little, you love them as they're walking away. And that's all I can say. Because some people will always feel jilted. You cannot give them enough porridge is the statement. No matter how much you give or do, it will not be enough. You cannot fill an empty cup.
Yeah.
And so just do what you and your sister feel is right, and then go with that. Okay, love?
Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This was such a lovely surprise and gift, and I really appreciate it. And I wish everyone well and a happy new year and blessings to everybody.
Oh, thank you so much, love, and happy new year to you. And until next time, you have an absolutely amazing rest of the week, okay?
Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you so much.
You too. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go to 914 in a second. So 914, hold on, and then it's 610, 914 610. And I have to say that because otherwise I forget. I just want to check if there's anything over here. Hey, Amy Meza. I'm doing good. Hope all is well with you too, love. Okay, I want to say Mo wants to know any advice in my dating life. I've tried online, but it's not okay. I'm going to tell you this, Mo, and this is personal, but it's also spiritual. Do the things you love to do. And if you meet somebody doing those things, you will never be disappointed. You're not trying to fit them into your life, or they're not trying to fit you into theirs. Do the things you would normally do. If you normally work out, if you normally like to do A, B, and C, do those things and you will meet somebody there. If you love to cook, take a cooking class. If you love to bake, again, take a baking class. Um, if you can, and you know what, I say this a lot. If you can't find a job, make a job. Okay, if you can't find a partner, do not make a partner. But create the circumstances not only for you but for your friends to be in a partnership. So if I really wanted to be in a partnership right now, I would be throwing singles events for me and all my friends. And the qualification to get into my singles event or singles dinner or singles whatever would be that you have to bring a single friend. Okay, I'm going to invite all my single friends and they have to bring a single friend. And so that is what I personally, that's one of the things I would do. Another thing I would do if I were looking, me personally, I would go to the places that I love to hang out. I would be hanging out at the gun range, popping off there, because I love doing that. I would be at the gym a lot more. I would be at places and doing things that I love to do. And I would be doing them in the area that I want to be in. Okay. And that is the advice I have for you. That is the advice Spirit has for you. If you love to cook, get into environments where you can enter little cooking contests or cooking classes, or hold a cooking thing, like have a chili fest at your house and tell people to bring people that are single, again, that are single. You'd be amazed who's in your circle or friends that would be great perspective people. I hope that helps for you and anybody else listening. Say the full word. Say the full word. Okay, okay. 914. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Catherine, and I'm calling from New York.
Hey, Catherine, can you please turn down?
How are you today?
I'm good, sweetie. Can you turn down whatever you're listening to me on? Can you just turn it down while we're talking, love?
Is that better?
I'll know in a second. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, love, how can I help you today?
Okay. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. I was wondering, please, I'm hosting an event, and I'm wondering if I should have it at the location where I was at yesterday, or if I should look more at the city, a little bit north of like Manhattan where I live. So I was just wondering if you pick up anything about the location, anything about the event, any thing that comes through, I appreciate.
Okay, not the place you were at yesterday. but the place you
Okay.
want to be a little bit further, like the second option you mentioned, that's it. Okay, love?
So the city, more so the city area.
I hear a yes on that.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, beautiful. Yes, thank you. And wonderful, wonderful show. I got such a kick on your last caller when you were speaking to her. Your voice like even changed. It was amazing. Like spirit was like speaking through you. It was amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. I'm gonna mute you for a second, but I want to thank you for calling in and don't go anyplace. But I can hear the thing that however you're listening to me in the background, I can still hear that and it like distracts my brain, which my brain gets distracted very easily. Yeah. When I channel my voice, sometimes most of the time will change one way or another, and sometimes even like my eyes or my look will change. And so many people have commented that. So thank you for commenting that. It is an interesting thing, even when I'm just over the phone or over the show or however I'm communicating with people. Um, okay, I'm going to go to the next caller, and the next caller is 610. 610. What's your name and where are you calling from? Okay, the next caller is going to be 845. 845. In a moment, I'm going to take your call, but first, Annie, it's either Annie or Amy. It's Amy. Amy Metza wants to know, does my friend Kevin have anything he wants to tell me? The first thing I hear is that song, I'm sorry, na, na, na. And then I love you. I didn't mean to. I almost like I'm getting the message. I didn't mean to break your heart. I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm so sorry. I hope that makes sense. If that makes sense, please let me know. And then also, the song is coming through, and I hope the song is not inappropriate for the circumstance. But that song, already gone. And I would sing it, but I'm only hearing that verse of it. It's a much older song, Amy. So I hope that makes sense to you. And I'm sorry if it does not, but he's coming through with those songs and wants you to know that those are the things. And it didn't have to happen that way. Is the last thing. Um, Not the Kelly Clarkson already gone. It's a much older version of already gone. If that's even the right word, but that already gone is the statement that I'm getting. But thank you, Modi. Um, what I'm going to say, Amy, is that whatever happened, it shouldn't. Kevin feels like it shouldn't have happened that way. It really should not have happened that way. It wasn't. I don't know if it wasn't meant to happen that way or he didn't mean for it to happen that way. I'm going to go to 845. 845. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi.
Hi
My
there.
name is Maria. You're calling from New York. How are you? I got a question. I lost my diamond ring. Maybe I lost inside the house. I mean, I'm pretty sure I lost inside the house. I can find. And now my husband is not here no more. I mean, I like to find.
Okay, so I'm not I'm not always good at finding things, not even my own things. So I don't know if I'll be able to help you find your diamond ring. Um, I do feel like your diamond ring, I feel like the last time you may have had, excuse me, had it was between the bathroom and your bedroom, like at night, if you take it off to clean up and then you go to bed, you forgot to move it. You forgot to put it in its place, is what I'm hearing. So I would put your search to your around your bed and your nightstand or table or whatever that is, and in the bathroom area. That's what I'm getting now. Again, I am going to say this again. I am not good at finding things, not even my own things. Okay. So I hope that's helpful, and I hope you do find your diamond ring. Okay, love?
Thank you very, 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 very much. God bless you.
God bless, love. And I look forward to talking with you again in the future. I'm going to go directly to 347. 347, what's your name and where are you calling from? 347. And 1. Okay. Okie dokie. I'm going to take one more caller. And the next number I'm going to call is 623. 623. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, Toni. This is Rebecca calling from Arizona.
Hey, Rebecca. How can I help you
today? Can you hear me?
Yep, I can.
Yeah. Okay. I just have one question. My son, DeAndre, he's a truck driver. He wants to know if that's going to be like his life career for the rest of his life, being a truck driver.
Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. So it can be, if that's what he chooses, it's going to be good when it's good, but it's going to be bad when it's bad. So while he's in this career, he's going to have ups and downs, and there's going to be a lot to deal with. I think his aspiration should not only be being a truck driver, but taking the next step in being a dispatcher and having a fleet of trucks and having everybody else out driving, like being I don't know what they call that really, but I can see it in my head, where he is the person who owns the trucking company and he sends the minions, peoples out. So yes, start as the truck driver. Yes, yes, yes. I do believe his career has the potential to be in the trucking industry. I do believe that once he's driven for a while, his goal should be to acquire a company that is a company that he can have drivers and send them out. And here's the thing, you can start with one truck and send somebody out and be the dispatcher, and then you can have 2 trucks. You don't have to start with 10 trucks. I strongly advise not to start with 10 trucks, especially in this industry. I feel like you need to slowly grow, unless you really know the industry and you're taking over a company that you've already been very enmeshed in and involved in. I do feel like after he has driven for a certain amount of time, and then it's so funny, Spirit is hilarious. The wheels on the road go round and round, round. After he's been in the business for a certain amount of time, he's going to know everything there is to know about the industry, and somebody that he knows or is familiar with is going to want to get out. He cannot rush this. It's going to happen as it's supposed to. And then yes, and yes, and yes, and yes, that will be his next move. He will have the opportunity to take over that company, and then have a fleet. I think they're called a fleet of vehicles. That's just what I'm hearing. And I hope that was helpful, beautiful.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Toni. Love you, and you have a great day.
You are so welcome. I love you too. And I hope you have an amazing day. I am going to go here and Justice for All. I love that name. So intriguing. Justice for All. Today is my mom's birthday and she has gone home. Any advice from her today? Yeah. Justice, can I please get your mom's first name, just because I like to know whom I'm talking to on the other side. And then I'm going to tell you that Lola. Okay, Justice, the first thing that your mom would say is, the first thing that she wants to say is, "I wish you knew how much love there is for you." Like, just the people around you and what's going on in your life. Everybody's busy, everybody's this, everybody's that, but you have to look through that and see the way they love so you can know the love they have for you. Not everybody loves in the same way, baby. Not everyone loves, and this is her, not me, I'm sorry. Um, Not everybody loves in the same way, baby. And not everybody loves you the way you love them, baby. So the thing that your mom wants you to do is to take a moment, um, and look at what's important to people, because that's how they maybe show love, maybe show emotion, maybe show caring. Like, sometimes men will show love by acts of service, things that they do for you, fixing something, where a woman will cook. It's still an act of service, but it's two different acts. She wants you to notice how the people in your life show love, so that you know when they're loving you and how they're loving you. Second, that you are so much more loved than you believe you are. Um, you are so much more loved than you think, know, feel, believe that you are. And that you need to take that next step you've been thinking about taking. Take that step, take that step, take that step. Whatever that step is, take that step. Whatever that next step is, take it. It's going to, I see you, like, what your mom is showing me is there's this huge cliff, huge, like, you look down, you can't see the bottom, and you feel like you want to take that next step, but you're afraid your wings won't work. I'm just repeating what I'm hearing, and this should make sense to you, Justice, because this is your mom, and we know, right? You're afraid your wings won't work, but if you take that step, you will not fall. You will dip and glide. You will take a little dip while you spread your wings, and then you will glide. And it will be a miracle for you. It would just be a miracle for you. Um, so that is what your mom is saying to you. Whatever it is, your next step that you want to take, please take that next step. Please take that next step. Please. It's going to be amazing for you if you take that next step. You're going to love it. You cannot go wrong. It will not be a bad step. It will be an amazing step. Okay. I need you to know that. She needs you to know that. And there's so much love. She has so much love for you. So much love for you. Anne wants to know, is my boyfriend father family going to reject him? Is your boyfriend's father's
90
family
seconds.
going to reject him? Okay, this is what in 90 seconds, I'm going to say this very quickly. And he has to go in with absolutely no expectation. And he has to just show up and listen as much as he talks, and just expect it. He has to just
60 seconds.
Don't worry about how they're going to feel about him. He needs to worry about how he's going to feel about them. They don't hold all the power. It's an equal playing field. They don't just get to make the decision. He might go in and go, this is all heaven, for whatever this is worth. This is all trash, and somebody needs to put it in a bag and take it out. He might reject them, right? It goes both ways. Don't have any expectation whatsoever. Just walk in like, okay, we're going to meet once, or we're going to do this once, and then after that we'll decide what comes next. But don't go in thinking I'm a lost puppy that needs to be saved and accepted. Go in, you're full grown man. This is who I am and what I have, and this is where we go from here. And you're not a 2-year-old up for adoption. Okay. 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 Thank you, everybody, so much for listening. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. And until the next show, thank you.